What is going on, guys? N1njaHawk here. Today I'd like to give a big thank you for the 100 subscribers, because today I'll be doing a face reveal and more. And here I am, everyone, and this is me, N1njaHawk, the person that's been doing this channel since 2016, and man, I've learnt so much. But anyways, we're doing more than just a face reveal, right? So today we're going to be doing the top 5 things you didn't know about this guy right here, N1njaHawk. And without any further said, let's jump right into it. Starting off with the number 5 spot, we have I do Legos as my second hobby. Let's start off basic before we get to the best part. So we have the Y-Wing. This thing is awesome. Then we have the Imperial Shuttle, which that thing again is awesome. But the X-Wing, this is my second one. Got the Paul Dameron's one. That's how you pronounce his last name. But anyways, the Death Star, waited for so many years. Finally got it, and wow, still worth it, and my childhood is complete. And I could pretty much go on forever, including the one that my dad tried to offer me to get, which was the Slave one. At first I thought nah, but then, man, I've been growing up with this thing a lot. The Tainted 4, but if I had to say my best effort, it's the Imperial Star Destroyer. This beast. Got it last year. Literally started it after Christmas and took me the entire holiday to finish. And I did it by my own, by the way, and it is by far the hardest thing I have ever built. That's how bloody hard it is. And yeah, as you can probably tell, this is one of my favorite hobbies next to gaming. Coming into number 4 spot, we have, did you know I have a computer monitor? Yep, right there's the computer monitor, and I'm going to show you exactly how it works. Alright, we're back, and all I need to do is just put this in, power that on, depending on what cable you use is what you use, and that's the monitor right there. And if I want to move it over, just move it over to the right, and there we go. That's all I need to do. Fine enough, I used my YouTube banner on this thing, and wow, it made a huge difference. Now I can even see my banner on the big screen without any holes in it. Thank God. But anyways, I cannot wait to see what the future holds for me on this. And boy, I could come up with some crazy ideas. I know I can do it. So anyways, that's one other thing next to the Legos that you probably didn't know about me. So anyways, that's the number 4 spot. Going straight into the number 3 spot, I have many gaming consoles. I'm not joking when I mean it, I have a lot. And of course that's excluding handhelds, or even mini consoles, or clone consoles of course. But anyways, I'm going to count as many as I know, because they're not exactly every single one of them. So without any further said, let's do it. 3 original Xboxes, 2 Xbox 360s, 4 Xbox Ones, 3 Nintendo Wiis, 1 Wii U, 1 Super Nintendo, 1 NES, and 1 Sega Mega Drive. That is definitely over 12 of them, and let me tell you now, we definitely didn't earn them straight away. It took a long time to earn them. So anyways, let's move over to the next one on the list. Getting into the number 2 spot, this is going to be, I have more than 200 video games. Yep, that's right, I've got over 200 games, and of course the most games I have are on the Wii and the Xbox 360, which are like almost 200 altogether. I think it'll be about pretty close to 200 by now, but I know that it's definitely over 200 games. I'm not sure if I'm in the 300s yet, or the 400s. But I know that I definitely took a while to earn stuff, just like the consoles. But otherwise, I was saying now that some games were extremely hard to get, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Smash Up game, if I remember correctly, that's what it's called. That one took forever to get, and I finally got it, what was that, this year, and oh boy, that one took me forever to get. I remember wanting it when I was young, like as young as roughly about 2014, but otherwise I will say now that some games were much harder than others, and that was just standard edition. Some of them in special edition are just incredibly hard. Some of them I'm happy I've got, because they go for like a big skyrocket on eBay like Halo Reach. Like that one is crazy. But anyways, before we move over to my number 1 spot, let's go over some few honorable mentions. Did you know that my favorite Nerf gun is the Long Strike CS6? Yeah, I know, right? And this weapon is what I would call as a short name just the Long Strike, which is what everyone else called. What makes it so cool is that this thing right here, you can actually use it as an iron sight, so you can actually aim. Of course, I'm missing the other bit right here. But hey, I mean, I can also use that as a scope, which is pretty cool. Pretty handy, right? And you can even hold 3 clips. One here, one there. And of course, the other side. Pretty nice. And you can even do it easier upside down. How cool is that? Oh yeah, to make this even better, you can even take this bit off. Like, look at this. Well, first I need to take that off. Yep, there we go. Just need to go up there. But anyways, pretty cool, pretty unique if you want to just not stick out in front of the public and playing Nerf guns. But anyways, that's my favourite Nerf gun. Did you know that I have 2 custom-made lightsabers from Disney World? Pretty cool, hey? And they can even go all the way up like this. And you know what's even awesome about these things? That they have buttons. How cool. And they even make their own sounds when they hit each other. And yeah, this one does the lights when it turns on and off. Pretty awesome, right? But the only sad part is that they can't go all the way down because at like this bit, it stops. I don't know, maybe it's because Disney wanted to make like a cheap lightsaber. But I mean, in the end of the day, who cares? They're both awesome and really fun to play. Did you know that this is my favourite lightsaber, the custom-made lightsabers? I know, right? Pretty cool how it's one of my favourites. Why? Because it's Anakin's lightsaber. But, however, the difference here is that this one's way lighter than the other one, which is like more heavy and bulky. But yeah, this one is extremely light, and I can like literally do this all day long, and I can do it extremely fast if I want to. But I don't think I want to take down my Imperial Star Destroyer that I spent like over 30 days on, so no thanks. And as for Disney calling this Rey's lightsaber, screw you, Disney. I'm still calling it Anakin's lightsaber. This is revenge. Huh? Get it? Revenge of the Sith? Well, anyways, let's move on to the next honorable mention. Did you know that I have 3 LEGO Star Wars 20th anniversary figurines that each come with their own set? I've got Luke, Lando, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, or should I say Ben Kenobi. And of course they all have 20th anniversary on them, including Lando, which, if I can actually get it like correctly, yep. And yeah, pretty much the only ones that I'm missing is Leia, Solo, and Darth Vader. Still want Darth Vader and Solo because, man, I'm so pissed off that I missed out on them. And wow, I hope one day I can actually get them. Second last honorable mention, did you know that I have a Piranha Plant amiibo? I did a video on that, I'm not going to spoil it, and I'll show a link in the description. But yes, this one is so extremely rare. After 3 days later I got this, it never appeared in stores ever again. It was so rare, in fact, that it got out of stock in literally 3 days. And oh boy, this amiibo is so rare. Up with young Link anytime soon. But anyways, let's move over to the final honorable mention. The last final honorable mention is, did you know I have the original Sega Mega Drive, Super Nintendo, and the NES? Of course, I mentioned them in my amount of consoles I have, but yes, I have the real ones, the real controller, even though this is a turbo controller. I don't have a second controller for the Super Nintendo, I've always wanted one. The NES, these ones are absolutely the original, as you could tell, very clicky and you name it, meaning they're in great condition. Sega Mega Drive was a pain in the ass to record because, well, that and taking a photo since this is extremely dark. That's the turbo controller. Well, this one is the classic 3-button one. Yeah, you can tell why I like the Super Nintendo one more, if, of course, you were to ever compare me out of which one I like between the two, because, wow, good luck playing Street Fighter with that. But anyways, that's the final last honorable mention. coming into the number 1 spot, this definitely has to go to, I got 8 world records on Relic Race for Crash Team Racing Nitro in the Crash Nitro Kart tracks before the leaderboards was a thing. Before we can get into this, I will say that I'm missing the first world record, which was Inferno Island, so sadly I accidentally deleted that one last year when I was going through my photos, and then when I noticed I was like, oh crap. But anyways, let's move over to the main point. I'm not kidding when I meant by I did it before the leaderboards were a thing in this game, of course, because it's definitely not leaderboards like before, like every single one of them, because no, that stuff was way before plenty of us were born, let's be real here. But yeah, when I got 8 world records before the leaderboards was a thing, I first thought these records would be easily destroyed on day one, and that I would have, like, what, only the top 100. But when I went to go over to the next day, I was absolutely mind blown by having 8 world records on the leaderboard, public, global, around the world. And that was like mind blown. I thought, oh my god. And then I had to show my parents, and wow, they were absolutely shocked. They would definitely gave me the congratulations and stuff, and I honestly never knew I was ever gonna get that. Like, I did not expect any of that. And ever since then, I actually started improving my world records, and they became even harder for people to get. And at the time, before Remix J and you name all those other guys came around, nobody could beat me. I was literally that unstoppable. Before I became completely unstoppable in like my best time of getting world records, I did have one that I didn't care about my world records, which was deep sea driving. I did not care at all about attempting it until many months later, but yeah, that and the one I didn't have the record on, Thunderstruck, that was a pain in the ass to even figure out. I said, F it, I don't want to do this. So then I decided to go on a huge winning streak, and I went for like over 80 records broken in a row, or 70. I know it was definitely between those two. But yeah, it wasn't until I saw Remix J and Remix, if I remember correctly. No, sorry, CTR, I forgot his name again. But yeah, them two, we went back and forward, and yeah, pretty interesting how that went. After, of course, us three were like beating each other, and I was surprisingly that good against them and stuff, and I was having so much fun. But as much as I could have so much more fun, something came into my mind and said, nope, you're not going to have any fun anymore, and prevents me from having fun doing even my own stuff. I decided, you know what, I'll do less world records and more fun on the same game. That did not do anything at all, and in fact, it actually stayed the same way. The problem became so big that I couldn't even have fun even playing my own games, and at this point, I also had trouble on YouTube, and yeah, pretty much Remix and CTR were taking over the leaderboards on Relics, alongside the time trials, which, funnily enough, a person that has been doing it even longer than I have out of, like, the opposite side of things was none other than Pez, and man, he's excellent. I found him in matchmaking, and both of us had a fun time together. As much as I had fun time with Pez, well, guess what? I found the problem. It was the Grand Prix events. Yep, the stupid overpriced coins that you earn through the games, you name it. That was all a problem. It was so much, and in fact, I actually stopped playing the game for such a long time that I got, my last world records, and I said, that's it, I'm done, and that is the end of the story, and that's exactly what happened. So anyways, this story, both good and bad, deserved the number 1 spot.